stream. I just made 3 videos, really heartfelt, about how our movement was the right thing. We all did the right thing with our movement, with the AMC movement. We had apes all around the world. We all were one big, gigantic army. We were one big, gigantic family. And I just feel it was the right movement, the right concept, but it was the wrong industry. Sometimes like I guess those things happen. Sometimes you ever hear that expression, right place at the right time or the wrong place at the wrong time. Sometimes you get 50% right. You know what I mean? You don't get the whole enchilada. You like that word, enchilada, right? You don't get the whole bakery. Sometimes you only get 50% right. And I think that's what happened with AMC. We only got 50% right. And I think that I really believe that if we were in the right industry, it would have been a complete home run. It would have been a complete grand slam. We would have been so friggin' successful, so friggin' huge, bigger than Citadel, in my opinion, bigger than Citadel. And I'm not even joking around. You could think I'm a psychopath, but let me just give you an analogy. Okay, we lost $350 billion in 2022 investing in meme stocks. Okay, Citadel made 16 billion. Now, if that same, I know I say this a lot, but it bears repeating. If that same $350 billion for entertainment purposes, we're just discussing this, was invested in, say, casinos, online casinos, sports betting, such as DraftKings, do you understand that we probably could have owned an empire? I just don't think you understand it. We could have owned a dynasty. A dynasty. We could have had something. Talk about life changing wealth. How about generational wealth? We could have had something that would probably would be bringing in $100 billion a year forever, like for our lifetimes, for our children's lifetime, for our grandchildren's lifetime, for our great grandchildren's lifetime. Like literally would have never ended. And you know what's so sad? You know what we accomplished? $350 billion was squandered. It was turned to zero. That's what we did investing in the stock market. That's what we did investing in meme stocks. We turned three. And I hate saying this because I know I repeat it all the time. You know, I like to watch a lot about like Bernie Madoff. I saw the Robert De Niro, the Wizard of Lies, and there was Richard Dreyfuss. He did a great job, and there was also the Bernie Madoff files. And every time I watch it, they always say the same thing. You know what I mean? They say this was the biggest tragedy that Wall Street has ever seen. Wall Street has never seen the likes of what Bernie Madoff did, right? Now, I'm not trying to make light of it because $50 billion is a lot of money to lose. Okay? I'm not making light of it. But I find it to be very interesting how they say that's the biggest tragedy that Wall Street has ever seen when we, retail, lost 350 billion. That's a much, much bigger number. Listen, you don't have to be a mathematician. $350 billion is a much bigger number than 50 billion that Bernie Madoff lost. We lost $350 billion in meme stocks. And you know what's funny? Bernie Madoff was all over the news. Like literally, you couldn't, any channel you went to, it was about Bernie Madoff when it was happening. Do you know how many articles that I've read about us losing $350 billion? I could count it on my hands. Like maybe 5 articles or less than 5 articles on how retail lost 350 billion. They don't want us to know. This is what you all don't understand. They don't want us to know that we lost that much money. You know what the biggest transfer of wealth was? Our money into the hedge funds' friggin' pockets, into the short sellers' pockets. That was the biggest transfer of wealth. And I still believe to this day that this whole thing was a big setup. I feel this whole thing was a big bait and switch setup. I really feel this way. Like, look, I have a lot of respect for Morant's rants. I know he's gun ho with GameStop, but I got to tell you, I'm even changing my feelings on GameStop now. If you really want me to be transparent, if you really want me to be honest, I think that, and I can't prove it, so I have to say it's alleged. I think GameStop was part of this whole elaborate scam. Yes. And I know Morant's rants is going to freak out when he hears this. He's probably going to like have a rampage, and I don't give a shit. Okay. I believe GameStop was the beginning of the scam. You know what I think happened? I think very, very big people. I think people like Ken Griffin. I think Adam Aaron. Okay. I'm just naming a few. Gary Gensler, everybody. I have to say it's alleged. I can't prove this, but I see them meeting in this big boardroom, and I just seriously, I actually I feel that they had this conversation. Okay, they're like, how could we figure out a way to get the biggest transfer of wealth in our pockets? Like what could we do? And you know what they did? It's called bait and switch. Bait and switch. GameStop was a way for to fool all of us. It was a way to trick all of us. It was a way to make us think we could actually beat the hedge funds. You understand? Now, if you think about it, right? What did Melvin really actually lose? Because people don't think about this shit. Melvin lost $2 billion. That's nothing. That's friggin' balls. That's peanuts. And plus, so Citadel bailed them out anyway, right? But the thing is that we lost 350 billion. Can't you see the setup? Can't you see what they did? Can't you see how brilliant it was? They made us all believe that we caught the hedge funds with their pants down, that we outsmarted the hedge funds, that we all grouped together and we outbought and outdid everything. We outdid the hedge funds. We beat them at their own game. Did you ever think that this is what they wanted us to believe? Did you ever think this is what they wanted us to think? Because don't you see what happened afterwards? We poured $350 billion into meme stocks. Suddenly everything went down after that. Magic, right? Isn't it like David friggin' what's his name? Copperfield. Remember how we made the Empire State Building, not the Empire State, excuse me, the Statue of Liberty. He made the Statue of Liberty disappear. Okay? David Copperfield shit. Suddenly now everything went down after that. Don't you find that to be a little ironic? Like that song by Alanis Morissette. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? I mean, come on, how stupid can you be? Can't you see the setup? Can't you see the scam? I could see it. Of course, I have to say it's alleged because I have to protect myself legally, but at the same time, I'm not a friggin' idiot. Okay? They wanted us to believe we beat the hedge funds at their own game. That's what they wanted. And then we poured $350 billion in meme stocks, and they friggin' snatched it out of our hands. They stole it. They ripped it away from us. They ripped it away from us. It's gone forever. It's squandered. It's gone. That's it. Okay? That's the bottom line. What's going on? Okay. My wife's gonna call me. So anyway, what's making me physically sick, if you want to know the truth, is that instead of like people wisening up to all of this shit and waking up and smelling the coffee, they're doing the exact same thing. This is the thing. They're doing the exact it's like how friggin' stupid can you all effing be? I talk to people all the time. Hey, Father, what do you think of this play? What do you think of that play? I got my Robinhood account. I got my Webull account. And I'm like, what the F is wrong with you people? Don't you understand that this is one big rigged system that Ken Griffin friggin' controls? It's a monopoly. Don't you understand that every time you buy stock and you sell stock on these payment for order flow platforms, you're making this guy money? Don't you understand he controls all the buy orders? Don't you understand they got every trick in the book to just destroy us at any time? They could hold stocks. They could use every trick imaginable to effing screw us. We saw it so many times already. And it's like you're all still doing the same thing. So that's why a lot of people now are switching to cryptocurrencies. But I hate to break it to you, cryptocurrencies, in my opinion, is just as corrupt as the stock market. Look, it's controlled by billionaires. It's controlled by billionaires. And that's just the bottom line. Look, we saw it happen with Elon Musk. Look, we saw it happen. Bitcoin shot up to like 60,000. And then all of a sudden, Elon Musk starts talking all this shit on how Bitcoin is not good for the environment and all this fucking bullshit. And he pulls out, and the friggin' thing dropped a friggin' like I think it dropped. What was it? It dropped. I think at one point it dropped to under 20. Then it it dropped so much. I never will forget that day. It dropped like 60,000 to like almost 10. Now it's somewhere in the 20,000 range. Listen, who wants to be a part of that shit? I mean, and then XRP. I mean, give me a freaking break with this friggin' shit. It's probably gonna go to zero. I mean, I hate to break it to all of you. Look, I believe cryptocurrencies, yes. I believe that there are benefits to it. It does solve a lot of problems, but I think it's going to be controlled by the government. There's no way that the government is going to allow these private friggin' cryptocurrencies, these private like XRP. There's no way that they're going to allow it to take over the dollar. Like all this shit that Lou talks about, the dollar collapsing and apocalypse and the end of the world, the chicken apocalypse. Well, get the F out of here with this shit. Listen to me. It's unrealistic thinking. It's crazy thinking. The government will never ever allow it to happen. That's the bottom line. Even Jordan Belfont said it. I was watching this whole article. I was reading this whole thing on it, and he was talking about it on YouTube. And he was like, it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen." He's right. He's right. Okay. Look, Bitcoin was just a friggin', it was like a phase. That's what it was. Look, sometimes in life there are phases, and if you happen to be blessed, like the Shiba coin, like that friggin' Shiba Uno, same thing, phase. If you got into it at the right time, you could have made a friggin' fortune. That's it. It's a timing thing. Bitcoin, it was a timing thing. That's it. But that's it. Now it's all gone. The fantasy is over. That's just my opinion. Okay. So what's real? That's what I've been asking myself for the longest time. What's real? Now I'm just gonna tell you, okay, what always worked for me in my life. What always worked. And it worked for my father, and it worked for everyone I ever knew. Okay, three things. One, two, three. Okay, cash. Cash has always been king, baby. That's it. Cash is always king. That's it. I don't give a shit what Lou says, that it's gonna collapse, it's finished, it's done. Cash, baby. Cash. I don't have that much on me right now, but just like fun coupon shit. Cash is always king, baby. I got maybe like 1,300 here. I don't got a lot of money on me. Cash has always been king. Cash is king. It's fun coupons just for me to go out to eat. But, besides cash, gold. Okay. Gold is just solid, man. It's solid as a rock. It's solid as a rock. It just, if you look at gold over the last 10, 20 years, it's just doing great. And that's the real hedge. That's what the real hedge is against inflation, against high interest rates, against world catastrophes, against crashes, stock market crashes, whatever crashes. The real hedge is gold. That's my opinion. Okay, precious metals. Silver too. Silver is just very hard to store. It's very hard to store, but gold, very easy to store. And then the last thing is real estate. Okay, so I see no point anymore in investing in anything else in my life, okay, except gold, real estate, and cash. I just don't want to do it. Okay, you could do it. Listen to me. I'm not a financial planner. I'm not here to tell you what to do. You want to go with cryptocurrencies? You want to listen to bald-headed Lou, who's always been wrong about everything he virtually ever said. He's been wrong about everything. You want to listen to Lou? Listen to Lou. And I'm not even asking you to listen to me, but I am just telling you what I am going to do. Now, for the people who love Apefather, for the people who believe in Apefather, I am offering an opportunity. I am offering an opportunity, but it has to be done legally, and it has to be done systematically. This is what you don't understand. I can't ask you for an investment. I can't do it. It's not legal. See, people don't understand this. They say to me, hey, fellow, why not you say, look, I'll give you $100,000 and you give me a certain percentage of the casino that you're going to acquire. You know why I can't do that? Because it's called illegal. It's illegal. I can't do it. Okay. So the only thing, and another thing is this, even if I was going to do it right now, Like, let's say where I would actually become a broker dealer, or I would file some sort of an offering, with the SEC. Let's just call it a private placement. There are rules that are involved. Okay. You could only deal with a certain amount of non accredited investors. You understand? The majority of the people that you have to deal with are accredited investors. These are people who have a net worth of over $1 million. They're making over $250,000 a year. And let's face the facts. Right now, I'm freaking an average guy from New Jersey. I haven't accomplished anything great in my life. I'm admitting the truth to you. So I already know for a fact that no accredited investor is going to want to deal with me. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not. Listen, you won't think I'm delusional. I'm not. I'm actually very much in touch with reality. Okay, and I know that accredited investors would want nothing to do with me. So that's why the first project has to be done in a certain way. It has to be done systematically, and I'll explain to you what it is. I basically have to finance it myself. That's right. I gotta finance the first acquisition of a casino on my own, using my own money and not using anyone else's money. But that doesn't mean that you can't support me. Okay? You could support me in a lot of ways. You could support me by giving me a super chat. A super chat is a tip. You understand? It's not an investment. I hate it when people say that. They say, hey, Father, I'm giving you an investment. I'm giving you a super chat. You're not giving me an investment. A super chat is a tip. It's for entertainment purposes only. Okay? And then sometimes people use another word. They use the word donation. They say, hey, Father, I'm giving you a super chat. I'm giving you a donate. You're not giving me a donation. I'm not a not-for-profit company. I'm not a 501c. So you got to stop using these words. People use these words all the time. It's a tip for entertainment purposes only. You know why you're doing it? Because you love the Apefather. It's because you believe in the Apefather and you really, really think I'm onto something. And you're like, I want to see this guy succeed. Okay. Now, another way you could support me is by buying my t-shirt. Okay, I have the Apefather t-shirt. Now, granted, it still says AMC to Pluto because the way I see it, well, I'm not gonna. I was thinking about changing the back at first. I'm not sure if I want to do it. I was thinking about changing the back to V for Victory, and I'm still thinking about doing it. I was thinking about taking off the AMC to Pluto, but the way I feel, it's kind of almost like giving up. Then I'm not giving up on AMC. I still have my AMC. Okay. And I still feel that when the market recovers and when things get better, I think that it's going to turn around. And I think that there still could be a very strong potential that we could have a tremendous run with AMC. Okay. So I don't want, a part of me doesn't want to, I feel like by me taking off AMC to Pluto, I feel like it's a form of giving up. So I don't think I want to do that. Okay. I don't want to do that. So the t shirt, basically, the front of it says Apefather. The back of it says AMC to Pluto with the gorilla, and in the front of it's got Apefather. It's got the king gorilla with the gold crown. Now, people, this is another big argument I'm having with people. They're like, "How come you're charging $50 for the T-shirt? That seems very steep. It seems very expensive." The reason is very simple. Okay, when I first did this in 2021, I bought 100 T-shirts, and they stood in my room for like a year. Like literally, I used to make video after video showing them, in my bedroom. I had 100 because nobody was buying it. You know what I mean? It took a very long. I eventually did sell 100 T-shirts, but it took me a long ass time. So you have to understand the only way that you get the price down on these T-shirts is you have to buy them in bulk. You have to buy like friggin' 10,000 T-shirts, 20,000 T-shirts, 50. Some idiot, I think it was Detective Pikachu. He says to me, "Why is Taylor Swift's T-shirts $30 and yours 50?" It's very simple. Taylor Swift is a superstar, okay, who has a guaranteed fan base, and she's going out probably buying 500,000 T-shirts in bulk. She's probably got that priced out to nothing. Okay, I can't do that. So I'm looking to buy like 10 T-shirts at a time, 20 T-shirts at a time. And basically, the price is $20 just for me. Meaning, just for me to buy the T-shirt, it costs $20, right? Then I got to ship the T-shirt. It could be anywhere between $10 or more. There's people who live outside of America. They live all around the country. So you got to figure I'm spending $20 on the production of the T-shirt, $10 to ship it. That's $30. So my profit margin, you want to come in the car, come in? Oh, my wife's outside. What? Here. The profit margin is $20 or below for me. So I have to charge 50. That's it. If you're interested in buying the t-shirt, it's another way of supporting me with the V for Victory project. How do you do it? Very simple. I'm just look. If you want to do it by way of Zelle, that is another option. You could email me. It's Richard, RICHARD, L is in Larry, E is in Edward, 101 at gmail.com. But primarily, it's just to make it easy. I just really want to do it through Cash App. I mean, only for the people who just don't have Cash App and you have literally no other option. We could do it by Zelle, which I'll talk about at a later date. Just email me. You can email me. My email is Richard, RICHARD, L is in Larry, E is in Edward, 101 at gmail.com. Basically, my Zelle is my cell number, but by the way, I changed it. A lot of people though, I was getting too much hate, guys and girls. I was getting too much hate. I couldn't even make calls anymore. It was getting to a point where I couldn't. I literally I would pick up my phone, and it's a hater screaming at me. I actually changed my number. I see someone gave me $1. I'm not really sure who it is. For some reason, I'm not seeing. I don't know why I'm not seeing anything. Hold on. It's probably Back to the Future. I'm not seeing. I don't know. For some reason, I'm not seeing like literally any messages. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. Did I just fix it? Let me see. Yeah, I just fixed it. It was Back to the Future. I love you, Back to the Future.
Love you.
Now, Jen, don't get mad at me, please. There's a sick lunatic who has a picture of your mother.
Yeah, it's full.
All right, look. Disappointed mom. I want to talk to you seriously. I really want to talk. Was this August? I want to have a heart to heart with you.
My mother would be like,
I love you,
"Stop."
Back to the Future. Salute, Gintani, brother. All right. You realize that my wife, her mom passed away. You understand this, right? You realize that you're imitating a deceased woman. And I just have to tell you that I've saw a lot of things in my life, but I never saw anything like this before. I don't know how you could like do this. Like I don't know like if you have no heart, if you have no soul, if you don't believe in God, if because I just don't understand a person who could make a profile picture of a deceased woman who was everything to my wife. It was her whole life. And you're pretending to be her. Look, brother. I'm just gonna tell you, you're not my brother. You're a piece of shit. I'm obviously going to get you out of here right now. And yes, I'm admitting for the first time that every time I see you in the comment section, I'm going to erase it, and I'm actually going to report you. I'm going to report you. I think you're a sick, twisted individual. I think you're a sick, twisted individual. And that's it. So, hold on here. I'm reporting you. I mean, anyone who uses my wife's mother, yes, I'm admitting it to you. I'm admitting it to you that the First Amendment goes out the window with me. You're going too far. You're going too far. You're going too far. Hold on. I mean, I try to be open minded. I really, really try to be open minded with haters, and I try to allow you because I'm a patriot of our great country of America. And I really, really try to allow you to give you your constitutional rights, your First Amendment rights. But when you're imitating my wife's deceased mom, I think that you're sick, twisted. You're devils to me. You're devils. That's just going too far, man. It's just going too far. It's going too far. It's like, that even hate to me has to have like a certain like fine line. And you people have no soul, man. You have no heart. I mean, you go too far with that. You go too far. I'm sorry. Look, you go too far. So anyway, look, even you, Detective Pikachu, don't go. You obviously are a piece of shit. Listen, we all know that, but even you don't go to like levels like that where you're imitating my wife's deceased mom. I mean, that's just too much. That's too much. Can I tell you what I think is going to happen here? Okay, in about a year to 2 years, you're going to notice I'm going to be extremely successful. Okay, and you're going to probably be, most of you, in this same situation you're in today. Like nothing is going to, potentially your lives are going to get worse. Okay. And I'm going to be on top of the world. And it's going to be like people like Back to the Future, people who supported me that I want to take with me to the top. Okay. And all you haters and all you people, we're all going to laugh at you. Okay. We're all going to laugh at you. See, try to understand there's nothing you could do to stop me. You could hate, you could despise me, but you can't stop me. I'm unstoppable. You understand? I'm just going to keep making video after video after video, and you're never going to stop me. And you know what's amazing? I'm just getting started. Listen to me, right? I'm just getting started. I already have almost 26,000 videos uploaded. I'm just getting started. To me, I'm at the very beginning stages. You have no idea how many videos I'm going to upload. You have no idea. I will get to 1 trillion views. I'm telling you this right now. It doesn't make a difference to me if you believe me. It doesn't make a difference to me if you think I'm a psychopath. I am going to get to one with a T. With a T, like, Mr. T. I pity the fool. I'm going to get to 1 trillion views. Okay. And I'm going to become enormously successful. And when I do it, okay, I know you don't believe it, but it's not just for me. See, I know all of you think that I just care about myself, and it's not true. I dearly, dearly care about my ape family. I dearly care about my ape brothers and my ape sisters, and I want nothing more for all of you to be successful. That's what you don't understand, is that I have a good heart. I have a golden heart. You think very bad of the Ape Father. Ape Father never did nothing bad to none of you. I started off this channel giving away over $10,000 to my ape brothers, and I helped people. I wasn't giving away money for tax benefits. I just literally gave away money for free. Okay, and I still help people, but I don't talk about it too much because I get too many requests, unfortunately, for money. And, it just got to the point where I don't want to do it no more because most of the people were just hustling me. Like that crazy woman. There was this woman who said that she was being domestically abused by her husband. And, I give her money, and then she told me to go to hell the next day. Friggin' psychopathic people. Okay. Ape Father, are you buying XRP? The world does need more love. Back to the Future. Burt Bacharach wrote a great song. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that we just can't get enough of. Anyway, yes. I think the Ape Father can accomplish anything he puts his mind to. That is true. Back to the Future. What's up, Mo Money Investing? Is my other brother. I love Mo Money Investing. Look, I'm not buying any stocks anymore. Okay, Tommy. I'm not buying any cryptocurrencies. I told you already. All of my money is going into 3 places: gold, cash, and real estate. And I'm admitting the truth to you. I actually, my wife will tell you, she's sitting next to me. I
Mm-hmm.
sold all of my cosmetic jewelry. I got rid of it. I got like 15,000 for it. And what I did was I put it into gold bullion. I just switched. Let me tell you, cosmetic jewelry is the worst investment in the world. I know, ever since I got involved in meme stocks, my whole mind has changed with money. Like, I used to go out and spend like $600 on dinner. I don't do it no more. I don't do it no more. I'll spend 120 on dinner. We'll go to the supermarket. I'll spend a couple of bucks. I'm trying to force myself to put as much money in gold, in my gold bullion, my safe deposit box, American Eagle, Buffalo coins, American Buffalo, in cash. I'm changing. Apefather is changing. Now, I still have my cross. That just has too much. I'll show it to you. I got it inside. I still got my cross. That just has too much, like, it's Jesus, it's God. But as far as, like, the other stuff, I'm done with it. I got 15,000 for it. I'm happy. I put it into gold bullion. All right, I'm getting rid of this psycho, who's talking crazy shit about my daughter. So we're gonna get rid of this person. Isn't it my dad's money? For some reason, like, people have this concept that I got money from my father, and I'm tired of explaining it, Mr. Chewy. Look, my mother made videos. My own mother. Forget me. Like, you don't have to believe me, but my own mother made videos. My father chose to leave money to his grandchildren in a trust. He didn't even leave money to my mother. My mother got divorced. She walked away. Tell them, Jack. She walked away
Yes,
with zero.
nothing. Absolutely
My mother,
nothing.
forget me. My mother, who was married for 40 years to my father,
Nothing.
got nothing
Nothing.
because she was an idiot. He made her sign this contract where he
Horrible.
kind of put like fear in her. It was a terrible situation. I really don't even want to talk about it. I'm
No, nothing like
dramatized
this.
by the whole thing. But people have this thing. My father left money for his grandchildren. That was the arrangement. All the proceeds of the will went to the trust. I don't want to talk about it no
No,
more.
you shouldn't have to. You should not have to. Fuck these people. Mm-mm.
Dude, folks have shown that you were an inheritor of your dad's estate. I didn't inherit DICK. All right, that's what I inherited. Nothing.
People are crazy.
I don't want to talk about this shit no more. Listen, I was the executor of the will. So that's I think the reason why like you saw certain things was that I even though I didn't inherit money, I had to carry out the distribution of funds. I was the executor of the will. It was my responsibility to do that, and that's it. Tommy, do you understand how much coin supply? There's 53 billion, okay, XRP in terms of the coin supply. It's impossible it's going to go to 200,000. Tommy, and if you believe that, you're the stupidest person in the world, Tommy. If you think that XRP is going to go to 200,000, you're the stupidest person in the world. I'm not talking about inheritance, none. It's these lunatics that keep asking questions. Bro, it's not me. When you say nothing's changed, none. It's the haters that I have it. I'm talking about the V for Victory project. I'm not talking about, it's these lunatics. Cra- Krabby, there is no way that XRP is going to go to $100. Listen to me. I made a video earlier and I explained to you what I feel. Okay. Look, XRP obviously was at $3 once before. It was over $3. So I feel very strongly that if the cryptocurrency market recovers, I definitely see XRP going to possibly $2 to $3. I think it's very realistic. Okay. Now, as far as it going, from five to say, I say max would be like 12, $13. You would have to see Bitcoin at like a $5 billion price tag. Okay. Bitcoin would have to be like 5 billion for XRP to be at like 10 to $13. Okay. That's the bottom line. Okay. So, guys, wake up. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying to you it won't happen. I'm just saying to you it could happen, but it could take 50 years. Do you know how long this shit could take? before XRP hits $10 or $13, do you know how many decades that you would have to wait? Potentially, I would say 30 to 40 years. Okay, that's my opinion. 30 to 40 years you're going to be waiting for this shit to happen. All right, and by the way, it's a very strong possibility it's going to go to zero. You understand that, right? So this is what you're dealing with XRP. Let me tell you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with best case scenario, something you have to wait 40 to 50 years for it to reach the levels that you want. That's the first scenario. First case scenario. Second case scenario, very strong possibility goes to zero. Okay? It's not for me, okay? Gold has a better chance. You know what has a chance to go to 10,000, 15,000 an ounce? Gold. Gold. And that's more realistic. That's more realistic than XRP. If you ask me right now, like where I want to put my money, I want to put my money in gold. Why do I want to buy XRP? It's junk. It's shit. Did I inherit any XRP? No. Psycho, man. Psycho. Why don't you admit that you're broke? How am I broke? Guys, I have a 600,000. Like, what is the definition of broke to you? Do you consider someone who spends 1,400 plus a week on food broke? Do you consider someone who has a $600,000 house broke? Do you consider someone that has over $500,000 in cash and gold broke? Like, I just don't like. What is your definition? See, to me, the definition of broke is Lou. He's the definition of broke. Guy has no furniture. Wherever Lou is right now, I don't know if it's a halfway house. I don't know if it's a hotel. I don't know if it's a timeshare. Wherever Lou is, there's no furniture. There's an echo. Did you ever see the movie Rocky 4? Remember when Rocky climbed the mountain and he went, Drago, go, go. There's like that echo. There's an echo wherever Lou is. It's because he has no furniture. Okay? Where did I get my money from? I've worked in sales for over 20 years. I worked for big top sales organizations, and I worked in real estate, and I made a lot of money in sales. Remember Back to the Future, Biff said, there's something familiar about all of this. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, great movie, by the way. That's definitely not the real track, Clifford. What's up, Kane? Here's my other brother. Good evening. How you doing today? You know, Kane, I'm on a mission for a commission, Kane. I'm on a mission to make the V for Victory project a reality. And I'm not just counting on people. I'm counting on myself. I'm working real hard, Kane. I have over 25,000 videos uploaded. And I promise all of you that within a year or two, you're probably going to see it. Probably going to see like a Guinness Book of world records. I'm probably going to pass that guy. What's his name? Royal Von DePaul. I'm going to pass him. I'm going to do tremendous. And it's all about the V. Look, I'm not just doing this for myself. People think like I'm doing this just for me, the V for Victory project. No, I want to see what I want to be is like, did you ever see the movie Planet of the Apes? And I know I say this all the time. I'm talking about the Mark Wahlberg version. Remember when he put the first chimpanzee into space? His name was Simos. And he landed on planet Earth into the future. And all the apes, they bowed to him. Simos. I want to be Simos. You understand? I want to be the first ape that lands in Las Vegas. Opens up a casino. It's probably, I'd rather, my first project definitely is going to be in the United States of America. I'm not looking to go outside for my first project. You know, most likely will be Vegas. It possibly could be Atlantic City. It could, but I would say most likely Vegas. And how am I looking to do this? It's very simple. I'm going to make a tremendous amount of videos. I am going to make a tremendous amount of live streams. I kindly ask for your support of super chats, you know, which is entertainment purposes only. It's a sign of love. It's a sign of confidence that you're putting in me. Because see, what the idea is, once I get established, what everybody doesn't understand, I want to take all of you with me. You understand? But I have to get established first. I have to have the first project has to be completed. Once the first project is completed, That's when I meet with a top notch securities firm. That's when I do all the legal paperwork to offer you an opportunity where you could get involved in project number two, project number three, and then it becomes a dynasty. And then it becomes an empire. See, Kane, what I feel is this, Kane. I feel that our movement that we did was correct. All of us coming together worldwide, retail investors, one strong, gigantic ape family, apes together strong. I feel that was correct. But I feel, unfortunately, we did it in the wrong industry. We did it in the stock market, and we all got played. We lost $350 billion in 2022. Okay, so what I really came, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to revive our movement. I want all of my ape brothers and all of my ape sisters to come together again, but this time in a new industry, in the casino industry, in the online casino industry, in the sports betting industry, similar to DraftKings. That's what I want us to do. But the thing is, you have to help me complete the first project. See, to me, it's simple arithmetic. I don't understand why all of you have to make it so damn freaking complicated. Help me open the first friggin' casino with super chats. I'm also selling T-shirts. I understand $50 a little expensive because I'm not buying them in bulk. I'm buying very small quantities. Unfortunately, it cost me $20 to buy the Apefather T-shirt, and then it cost me anywhere between $10 to $15 to ship it. So I have to charge $50. It's done on my Cash App. So anybody who wants to buy an Apefather, T-shirt, you simply send $50. My Cash App is the $ Richard Lavoie. So it's the $ RICHARD, L is in Larry, E is in Edward, V is in Victor, OI. Now, once you send the $50, you send me an email. My email address, Richard, it's spelled RICHARD, L is in Larry, E is in Edward, 101 at gmail.com. Just tell me your address, tell me your full name, and tell me the size of the T-shirt. Give or take about 4 to 6 weeks because they have to produce the T-shirt. Then there's the shipping, and then I got to ship it to you. John Bitton, what you don't understand is this: when you say that there's zero chance that I could do this, you don't understand how close I came to doing it before. This is what I don't understand. See, John, you don't know what I've accomplished in my life, John. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know that I had 110 acres of oceanfront casino. It was zoned for a hotel casino development in the Virgin Islands. You don't understand that I had Florida's largest developer putting up $50 million. You don't know the things I've done in my life. Don't you ever doubt me, and don't you ever underestimate me. You underestimate me. A lot of people underestimate me. Even my wife's father. We just went to go visit him. God bless him. He had to get a pacemaker. We wish him nothing but the best of health. He underestimated me. I remember one time I had a small apartment in Staten Island, and I was telling him, Jim, I want to buy your daughter a big house. He said it's never going to happen. He said, you're dreaming, you're a psycho, you're nuts. Well, it turns out that I bought a bigger house than he owned. Okay? Never, ever underestimate me. Okay? Never underestimate me. You have no idea what I can accomplish in my life. But listen, I got to get going here. I told you I want to do these live streams 30 minutes. It's already 43 minutes and 36 seconds. So I'm out. We will continue this conversation. Thank you, Back to the Future. I love you, brother. God bless you as always. Thank you for your support. V for victory. Everything I said on this live stream, it is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. It is entertainment purposes only. Thank you again. Back to the Future supported me again. I love you, Back to the Future. Thank you, None. I love you guys. I love you, Back to the Future. V for victory. We will make this happen. It may take a year, may take 2 years, but I promise you I will not stop until I make the V for Victory project happen. I promise you that. God bless. V for victory.